So we're going to take a look at these practice of systems of equations problems. All right, the sum of, that's not what I want to do. There we go. The sum of two numbers is 20. So sum means addition. So I'm going to turn that directly into an equation right now. So I have number A and I have number B. And the sum of them is 20. And their difference, that means subtraction, so that's A minus B, is 5. What is the smaller of the two numbers? Now I know B is going to be the smaller of the two numbers because when I subtract B from A, I get a positive number. And I can't help but notice that right now I have opposites. The opposite of B is negative B. So that means if I add these two equations together, A plus A is 2A, B minus B is 0, 20 plus 5 is 25. So, divide by 2, divide by 2, and so the larger number is equal to 12.5, which means the smaller number has to be equal to something 0.5. So that's 7.5. Right. So there is our first problem. Our next problem, Shannon has a pocket full of quarters and dimes. Always reminds me of that song. I've got a pocket full of quarters, sunshine. Nice. Shannon has a pocket full of quarters and dimes. She only has quarters and dimes. But she has 18 coins. So I have quarters and plus dimes, and I have a total of 18 coins. For a total of $2.40. So I'm going to convert the $2.40 into just plain old cents. So I have 240 cents, and each quarter is 25 cents plus 10 cents for my dimes. All right. Now in this case, I don't already have opposites. So I'm going to have to multiply one of the two equations by a number. I can pick any number I want, but I want to pick a number to multiply that's going to get me a opposite. And it already tells me that I want to know how many quarters. I don't care how many dimes, just how many quarters. So to keep the quarters, I want the dimes to be opposites. So what's the opposite of 10D? Negative 10D. Well, that means I need to multiply the top equation by negative 10, because that will get me, when I do D times negative 10, I'll get negative 10D. So negative 10 times Q is negative 10Q. Is equal to, and that's negative 180. So when I add these together, I get 15Q, 10D minus 10D is 0, which is exactly what I want. I want it to cancel out. And then here we got 60. So divide by 15, divide by 15, and I will get quarters. Ah, come on. Trouble's all getting with this. So quarters is equal to 4. I have 4 quarters. All right, next problem. Let me move this up a little bit. In 2005, a man and his son were looking at a collection of paintings. Sounds like fun. The young boy looked at the dates on the two paintings and noticed the first year was exactly twice the second. So that I know that let's have year A and year B again, right? So A is equal to, that means that the dates, 2B. So in this case, A is a later date, B is an earlier date. So it is exactly. His father noticed that the second painting is exactly 3 times the age of the first. So the age. How old was the first painting in 2005? This is significantly more challenging. So remember, this is in 2005. And so here we have A and B, and this is the years. Year of painting was made. So these are looking at years, right? And so the age is going to be 2005 minus the year that it was created, right? So that means that the age of A is going to be 2005 minus A, and the age of B is going to be 2005. That's not 2005. 2005 minus B. So those are their ages, right? These are ages. Okay. Which means that his father noticed that the second painting is actually 3 times the age of the first painting. All right. So that means, so which painting is older? So B is older, right? Because 2 times the year that that painting was made won't be the year that the other painting was made. So that means if I multiply this by 3, that will equal this, right? So I have 3 times 2005 minus A is equal to 2005 minus B. All right, but I know that A is equal to 2B. What's another, so in other words, the year that it was, so A is equal to 2B. So instead of A, what can I write? 2B. All right, so we have 3 times 2005 minus 2B, because A is 2B, and that's what's set up here. And that's equal to 2005 minus B. So, multiply this out. So I get 6,015 minus 6B is equal to 2005 minus B. All right, feeling good about this, I hope. All right, so then I'm going to add 6B to both sides, so I get 6 is equal to 2005 plus 5B, because I added 6B to both sides, and 6B minus B is 5B. Subtract 2005 from both sides, so I get 4,010 is equal to 5B. So divide this by 5, so that's 8, 0, 2. So that means B was made in 802, which means A, and we want to know, which means A was made in 1604. And so we want to know how old is the first painting. Oh, well, so we just, okay, not too bad. So 2005 minus and minus 2, 3, 0, gotta borrow. So it's 1. So, wow, it's 1,003 years old. All right, so this is a good time to always say, make sure you go back to the problem and read the directions, because I've done all my math right, I just have the wrong answer. Because it says the young boy looked at the dates on 2 paintings and noticed that the first year was twice. So that means I found the age of the second one. The first one was the older, or was the newer of the 2 paintings. I totally messed that one up, but I have all the right math here. So what that means is, that means the year that this one was made was twice this, right? So that's 1604, and then when I subtract 2005 from 1604, I will get exactly 401 years. So that's it. That's a good lesson. Make sure you read the question before you decide on your final answer. Reread the question. All right, I'm going to do a separate video for the rest of them.